3x minus 2 over 6 plus 2x minus 1 over 4 minus 2x over 3 minus 2x over 3 equals 0. Right? When solving these sort of equations, there are two things that we don't like, but we don't need to see the figures in the denominator. අපි කැමති නෑ කවුරුවත් යට ඉන්නවට denominator එකේ figures තියෙනවට අපි කැමති නෑ. Right? කවුරුවත් හිර වෙලා ඉන්නවට අපි කැමතිත් නෑ. We do not need to see the figures within brackets. So we need to get rid of these situations. Here we have figures in the denominator. Here we have 6, here we have 4, here we have 3. So we need to eliminate this. ඉස්සෙල්ල මෙන්න මෙයාලව මෙතනින් අයින් කරගන්න ඕන. මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? How can we get rid of these denominator figures? For that we need to find the least common factor. කුඩා පොදු සාධකය හොයන්න ඕන. Right? What are the three figures, three denominator values we are having? 6, 4 and 3. We have 6, we have 4 and we have 3. Divided by 2, here it will become 3, 2 and 3. Again can be divided by 2, 3, 1, 3. Then by 3 we will get 1, 1 and 1. So what is should be the least common factor? That is 2 into 2 into 3. What it should be? 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3, 12. ඔන්න අපි least common factor එක හොයාගත්තා. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? Right? අපි හැමෝටම සලකන්නේ කොහොමද? හැමෝටම හැම term එකකටම සමානව සලකන්න ඕන. ඒක නිසා මේ හැම term එකක්ම each and every term needs to be multiplied by 12. Here 3x minus 2 over 6. This is our first term. This need to be multiplied by 12. Plus 2x minus 1 over 4. This is our second term. This also needs to be multiplied by our least common factor, which is 12. Minus the third term is 2x over 3. This also needs to be multiplied by 12. What about this one? Yes, 0 also needs to be multiplied by 12, but still the answer will be remain as 0. මෙතන බිඳුව නැතුව වෙන නම්බර් එකක් තිබ්බනම් ඒත් මොකක් වෙන්න ඕනද? 12න් වැඩි වෙන්න. හැම ටර්ම් එකක්ම අපේ least common factor එකෙන් වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන. ඇයි වැඩි කරන්නේ? මෙන්න මේ denominator එකේ තියෙන ඒවා අයින් කරගන්න. අපි කැමති නෑ කවුරුවත් යට ඉන්නවට. Now see what will happen. 6 to 12 we can cancel, will remain with 2 here. 4 to 12 we can cancel, will remain with 3 here. 3 to 12 can be cancelled, 4 will remain here. And so here I will put these things in brackets. Now here 2 into 3x, that is what? 6x. 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4. Plus here 3 into 2x, that is 6x. 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. Minus here 4 into 2x, that is 8x equals 0. Now we need to remove these brackets here. 6x minus 4 plus 6x plus into minus minus 3, right? Minus 8x equals 0. So how it should be? Now we need to identify the like terms. 6x plus 6x, 12x. 12x minus 8x, that is 4x. 4x minus 7 equals to 0. 4x minus 7 equals to 0. take this minus 7 to the other side, it will become plus. Divide both sides by 4. Therefore, x should be equals to 7 over 4. X should be equals to 7 over 4. Right? If you got the answer as 7 over 4, give 3 marks. 3 marks. 3 marks. The final answer should be 7 over 4. Right. Part 2. Part 2. Find factors of 3x squared minus x minus 14. What we need to find? Factors. We need to factorize this. Right? Is it an equation? No. If this to be an equation, there should be what? The equal sign. So can we see any equal sign? No, we can't. If there is no any equal sign, we cannot find the values of x. මෙතන අපිට x වල අගයන් හොයන්න බෑ. ඇයි? මේක equation එකක් නෙවෙයි. අපිට පුළුවන් මොකක් කරන්න විතරයිද? Factorize කරන්න විතරයි. Let's find the factors of this. X equals 1.75 means the previous one. කලින් එකද? X equals 1.75 means the previous one. Ah, yes, 7 over 4 කිව්වත් එකයි 1.75 කිව්වත් එකයි. Both are the same. Fraction එකක් විදියට දෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් decimal value එකක් විදියට දෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. No issue. Both are correct. 1.75 is also okay. Part 2. 3x squared minus x minus 40. Right. We need to factorize this. This is what? A polynomial. Right? Here, how can we factorize? We need to find two numbers. Once we added, it should be equals to which value? Our b value. What is our b value? What is our b value here? A value is 3. B value is what? Minus 1. C value is minus 40. Once we add these two numbers, it should be equals to our b value, which is minus 1 here. And if we multiply the same two numbers, it should be equals to a into c value. What is ac value here? A wala agaya 3, c wala agaya ඍණ 14. So 3 into minus 14, that is minus 42. What are these two numbers? මේ numbers දෙක මොකක්ද? Right? Yes, 6 and minus 7. 6 and minus 7. 6 and minus 7. 6 into minus 7, that is minus 42. 6 plus minus 7, that is minus 1. Therefore, what we need to do? We need to split the term in the middle. It means we need to split this term. 3x squared, the minus x ලියනවා වෙනුවට එයාව මම කඩලා ලියනවා කොහොමද? Plus 6x minus 7x. මේ දෙක සුළු කරාම කීයද? minus x ම තමයි. minus x වෙනුවට අපි හොයාගත්ත digits පාවිච්චි කරලා ලියනවා. minus 40. Okay, we have splitted the term in the middle. Then what should be the next step? We need to couple them. දෙන්න අරගෙන couple කරා. This is one couple and this is the other. Now, in the first couple, what is the common factor? මෙන්න මේ terms දෙකට පොදු වෙච්ච සාධකය මොකක්ද? මේ terms දෙකම බෙදෙන value එක කීයද? That is 3x, right? That is 3x. So take the common factor outside, 3x. So 3x to become 3x squared, what need to be done? This need to be multiplied by x. 3x to become 6x, 3x need to be multiplied by 2. Then take the second couple. Here, what is the common factor? Minus 7x is there and minus 14 is there. Common factor is minus 7. For this minus 7 to become minus 7x, minus 7 needs to be multiplied by x. And this minus 7 to become minus 14, this minus 7 needs to be multiplied by plus 2. Then how can we factorize? It should be x plus 2 into 3x minus 7. This should be the answer. X plus 2 into 3x minus 7. ඔතන අපිට x වල අගයක් හොයාගන්න බෑ. හේතුව මේක equation එකක් නෙවෙයි. අපිට පුළුවන් factorize කරන්න විතරයි. X plus 2 into 3x minus 7. You got this one correct, right? Give 2 marks. Part 3. Part 3. If log x to the base 3 equals minus 3, then find the value of x. Part 3. If log x to the base 3, log x to the base 3 equals minus 3, then we need to find the value of x. How can we do this? 8. 8 can be expressed as how? 8 can be expressed as how? 8 equals, if we need to present it as a power value of 2, how can we present that? 2 to the power 3. 8 කියලා කියන්නේ 2 බල 3. දෙවරත් එක 4යි 4 වරත් එක 8යි. අපිට මෙයාව log වලින් ලියනවා නම් අපි කොහොමද ලියන්නේ? Log of 8 to the base. What is the base here? These things I have mentioned. This is the number. මේක තමයි number එක. 2 කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ base value එක. අපේ base එක. 3 කියලා කියන්නේ power value. Right? Number, base and power. Log of 8. Log of this given number to the base. What is the base? Base is 2 equals 3. Log of the number, log of 8 to the base 2 equals 3. So here, right, this is in the log format. If we express it as this, how it should be? පිට මේ තියෙන log value එකක් විදියටනේ. අපි යාව සාමාන්‍ය විදියට ලියාගත්තොත් ඉතින් කොහොමද එන්නේ? x කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? number එක. x equals 3 කියලා කියන්නේ base එක. මේ 2 කියලා කියන්නේ base value එක. Base value is 3. මේ minus 3 කියලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙතන මේ 3 කියලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Power value එක. එහෙනම් 3 to the power minus 3. What should be the answer? 3 to the power minus 3. 3 to the power minus 3. It is 1 over 27. 1 over 27. Or else you can say 0.030. 0.0370, and it will go on like that. Right? Or else we can express it as a fraction. 1 over 27. In log related sums, always keep this example in your mind, then it will be easier for you. 8 equals 2 to the power 3. Then if we need to write it using log, that can be written as log 8 to the base 2 equals 3. If it is expressed as this, then we should be able to write it using this method. That is exactly what we have done here. If you got this one correct, again, you can give 2 marks. It can be as a fraction or it can be in decimals, no issue. Part 4. Find the equation of straight line which passes through 1, 3. Right? Part 3. Passes through 1, 3. 1, 3 and parallel to and parallel to 2y equals x minus 5. Parallel to 2y equals x minus 5. Parallel කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? සමාන්තරව යනවා. සමාන්තරව. Right? Parallel line. What can you say about the slope of the parallel lines? සමාන්තරව යන රේඛාවල බෑවුම ගැන මොකද්ද කියන්න පුළුවන්? What can you say about the slope of parallel lines? සමාන්තර රේඛාවල බෑවුමේ අගය සමාන වෙන්න ඕනද අසමාන වෙන්න ඕනද? What? බෑවුමේ අගය? Yes, those should be equals. In parallel lines, the slope value should be equals, right? Therefore, using this given function, we should able to find the slope value. We can find the slope value. How it should be? Two y equals x minus 5. We need to make the y as the subject. Therefore, divide each and every term by 2. Then how it should be? Y equals 0.5x minus 2.5. 0.5x minus 2.5. So what is the slope value here? What is the slope value here? ඔතන slope value එක කීයද? minus 2.5 ද නැත්නම් 0.5x? What should be the slope value? Yes, that is 0.5. Slope value. Slope value is 0.5. 0.5. Then, right, we have given this information. It passes through 1, 3. It passes through 1, 3. Here, x, y. When the value of x is equals to 1, the value of y should be equals to 3. When the value of x equals to 1, the value of y should be equals to 3. It means 3 equals, I will take the formula of a straight line. සරල රේඛාවක formula එක කොහොමද යන්නේ? y සමානයි a ධන bx. a කියලා කියන්නේ intercept එක. graph එකක් මේ මැද්දොතින් straight line. මෙතන slope එක ධනාගයක්. ඒ කියන්නේ the line should move upward or downward. බෑවුම ධන අගයක් නම් straight line එක යන්න ඕන උඩ අතටද පහළ අතටද? Should it move upward or downward? Slope value is positive. It is 0.5. It means what? The line should move upward. So here we will get something like this, right? A straight line should be something like this. And here, the intercept value is not relevant here. We should get something like this, straight line moving upward, right? The y value, what is the y value? When x is equals to 1, y should be equals to 3. Y should be equals to 3. Intercept we don't know, but we got to know the slope value, that is 0.5. Parallel line එක function එක තමයි දුන්නේ. හැබැයි අපි දන්නවා parallel lines වල මොකක් වෙනස් වෙන්න බැරිද? බෑවුමේ අගය වෙනස් වෙන්න බෑ. බෑවුමේ අගය හොයාගත්තා. That is 0.5. That is 0.5 into x. When x is equals to 1, y should be equals to 3. By solving this, we can find the value of a. That should be what? 3 minus 0.5. That is 2.5. Therefore, what should be the function? What should be the function of the straight line? Y equals 2.5 plus 0.5x. This should be the final answer. Again, 2.5 කියලා කියන්නේ intercept එක. මෙන්න මෙතන value එක 2.5. බෑවුමේ අගය delta x by delta y is y, here it is x. Slope value is 0.5. Final answer should be y equals 2.5 plus 0.5x. That is part 4. 3 marks. If you got this one correct, then 3 marks. This is 4, right? Right. Part 5. Find 5c2 minus 3p2 permutations and combinations. Part 5. 5c2 minus 3p2 minus 3p2. How can we express this? 5c2 means what? 5 factorial divided by what? 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 5 minus 2 factorial. 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 5 minus 2 factorial. From this we need to deduct 3p2. That can be expressed as how? 3 factorial over 3 minus 2 factorial. What should be the final answer? Straight away from the calculator you can take 5c2 minus 3p2. The answer should be equals to 4. Answer should be equals to 4. Yes. And if you got this one correct, yes, 2 marks. 2 marks for this. මෙයාව කැල් එකේ ගහන්නේ කොහමද? How to give this one? How to solve this one using the cal? 5c2. Right? You need to press using cal. You need to press 5. Then how can we get this c? Right? You need to press shift button, and then right above the division button you can see NCR. It means to get C, NCRs, you need to press division. With shift, you need to give division. Then 2 minus, then we need to give this one 3p2. You need to press 3 with shift. With shift, you need to give multiplication in order to get the permutations. With shift, you need to give multiplication. Right? Then you can see the P sign on the display and then the R value, which is 2. Right? 5 shift division 2 minus 3 shift multiplication 2. So long as you type, you can see this on the display. Right. Part 6. Part 6. Solve right. Since it is for 2 marks, it is okay if you just put the answer, but right, if you know how to take this, then it is better. This would be better, but still if you have the final answer, that is also okay. Right. Part 6. Solve x into 4x minus 5 x into 4x minus 5 equals 6. Equals 6. First, we need to remove these brackets. Right? X into 4x, that is 4x squared. X into minus 5, that is minus 5x equals 6. Take this 6 to the other side, then it will become what? 4x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. Minus 6 equals 0. Right? Here in these sort of sums, don't just take the answer here. It is a quadratic equation, and we know we can, using the calculator, we can get the answer. Right? We can solve this and get the values of x. But right, use it to confirm, use it to check whether you have got the final answer correct. Right? Don't just take the answer from the calculator and put here, because right, this question is for 3 marks. Then it is better if you can follow these procedures. Right? So this is a quadratic equation. There are 2 ways where we can solve this quadratic equation. වර්ගජ සමීකරණ විසඳන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. මොනවද? එකක්, using the quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. ඔය කියන quadratic formula එකට a b c values apply කරලා අපිට solve කරන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් method එක මොකක්ද? Using factorization. සාධක පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳන්න පුළුවන්. Right, let's solve these using factorization. Factorization will solve කරනවා කොහොමද? We should get 2 numbers. Once we added those 2, it should be equals to our b value. What is the b value here? That is minus 5. That is minus 5. And b value minus 5. ඔය numbers දෙකම අපි වැඩි කළොත් අපිට කීයක් මොකක්ද දෙන්න ඕන? a into c value. ac value. a value එක 4යි, c value එක minus 6යි. 4 into minus 6, that is minus 24. So what should be these 2 numbers then? What should be these 2 numbers? Yes, minus 8 and it should be minus 8 and plus 3, not 8 and minus 3. 8 minus 3 ගත්තොත් මෙතන එන්නේ කීයද? මෙතන එන්නේ plus 5. Right? It should be minus 8 and plus 3. Minus 8 and plus 3. Minus 8 into plus 3. Plus එක ලියන්න ඕනෙත් නැහැ. නිකම්ම 3 කියලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right, minus 8 and 3. Right. So here we need to do what? We need to split the term in the middle. 4x squared minus 8x plus 3x minus 6 equals 0. Then we need to couple them. Here in the first couple, what is the common factor? That is 4x. Take it outside. Within the bracket, it should be x minus 2. In the second couple, the common factor is 3. Within the brackets, it should be x minus 2 equals 0. So the factors are x minus 2 into 4x plus 3 equals 0. Therefore, x minus 2 should be equals to 0, or 4x plus 3 should be equals to 0. It means x should be equals to 2, or x should be equals to what? Take this 3 to the other side, it will become minus 3. So it is minus 3 over 4, or minus 0.75. So you can check whether you have got the correct answer using the calc. Solving, and if you got this correct, how many marks? Yes, 3 marks. Right? If you got both these correct, please give 3 marks. Solving quadratic equations. Quadratic equations using calc. Using calc. අපිට cal එක පාවිච්චි කරලා මෙන්න මේ format එකේ equations, quadratic equations solve කරන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද? What is the first thing you need to do? Before performing any mathematical operation using the cal, you need to reset. You need to reset. How to reset? From version to version, it may differ. If it is MS version 1, more often than not, it is what? Shift mod 3 equal AC of 1. Once you reset, there should only be letter D on the display. Or harira reset කරගෙන නම් ඉන්නේ display එකේ පෙන්නන්නේ letter D විතරයි. Right? Only letter D should be there on your display if you have reset it. Then the second step is what? You need to go to the EQN mode, equation mode. Equation mode. So there is a mode button in your calculator that you need to keep on pressing that mode button till you find EQN on the display. In my case, once I press mode button 3 times, I can see EQN on my display. EQN යටතේ තියෙන අංක කීයද? 1. So you need to press 1. And then it is asking for how many unknowns. And then on the display you can see, right, there is a right arrow key. දකුණු පැත්තේ කෙළවරට වෙන්න තියෙනවා නේද display එකේ right arrow key එක. අපි unknowns ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙවෙයි අපිට තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද? degree පිළිබඳ ප්‍රශ්නයක්. quadratic equation එක. So you need to give that arrow key. You need to press the arrow key. Right arrow key. You need to press the right arrow key. And then it is asking for how many degrees. What is the degree here? What is the highest degree? That is 2. So you need to give 2. You need to give 2. Then as the third step, you need to enter data. You need to enter data. On the display, you can see something like this. It is asking for an A value. What is the value of A? Right? What is the value of A? That is 4. So you need to give 4 and then press equal. Once you press equal, it will ask for a B value. What is the B value here? That is minus 5. So you need to give minus 5 and then press equal. Minus 5 and then press equal. Then it is asking for a C value. What is the C value here? A, B, C. C value is minus 6. Give minus 6 and press equal. Then you will get the values of x. x1 equals 2. This is what you can see on the display. And when solving quadratic equations, usually we should get 2 values for x. Right? We call roots of x. Then again press equal. Then you can see the other value, x2 value. That should be equals to minus 0.75. Exactly the answers we have got here. Right? So use this trick to check whether you have done it correctly during the exam. And when these sort of things, quadratic equations are applied when solving the application, right? The application aspects, when, right, you need to solve these sort of quadratic equation as part of another sum, then okay, you can directly take it from the cal and have the answers. But if it is specifically mentioned to solve a quadratic equation in the sum, then you need to go through this procedure, either using factorization or using quadratic formula. You need to get the values, and then you can use the calculator to check whether these are correct or wrong. ගෙදිය පිටින් quadratic equation එක විසඳන්න කියලා තිබ්බොතින් එක්ක quadratic formula එක පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳන්න, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් factorization පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳන්න. එහෙම නැතුව වෙන මොකක් හරි ගානක අපිට quadratic equation එකක් විසඳන්න තිබ්බොතින් ඒ වගේ වෙලාවට කැල් එක පාවිච්චි කරලා කෙලින්ම answer එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි කෙලින්ම ඒකම focus කරලා අහලා තිබ්බොතින්, right, it is you need to, right, follow one of those two methods, either the quadratic formula or the quadratic equation. We'll move to part 7. Part 7. Two numbers are chosen such that twice the first plus the second is 70. Twice the first plus the second is 70. And 4 times the first minus the second is 25. 4 times the first minus the second is 25. What are the two numbers? We need to find what are these two numbers, right? We'll assume those two numbers as x and y, right? First number we'll assume as x, and the second number we'll assume as y. If we take it like this, then how it should be? How can we develop a formula here? Twice the first plus the second is 17. Twice the first, that means 2x. Twice the first plus the second, second one is y, equals what? 70. 2x plus y equals 17. This is the first equation that we can fit, that we can develop. Then 4 times the first. 4 times the first means 4x. 4 times the first minus the second is 25. Minus the second is 25. This is the second equation. So we need to solve this one. Here, it is easier for us to get rid of y. අපිට ඉස්සෙල්ලම y ව eliminate කරගන්න ලේසි. y ව eliminate කරන්න නම් equation 1 එකයි equation 2 එකයි අපි එකතු කරන්නද ඕන අඩු කරන්නද? Should we need to add or need to deduct? What we need to do? ඒක කොහොමද decide කරන්නේ? y වල ලකුණ මොකක්ද බලන්න. y වල ලකුණ මොකක්ද? පළවෙනි equation එකේ ධන ලකුණක් තියෙන්නේ, දෙවෙනි equation එකේ ඍණ ලකුණ තියෙන්නේ. ලකුණු සමානද අසමානද? The signs are different. If the signs are different, in order to eliminate this, we need to add. ලකුණු අසමාන නම් අපි එකතු කරනවා, ලකුණු සමාන නම් අඩු කරනවා. සමානයි කියලා කියන්නේ ධන විතරක් නෙමෙයි යන. ඍණ ඍණ තිබ්බත් අපි එකතු කරනවා. Sorry, අඩු කරනවා. Since the signs are different, we need to add these two equations in order to eliminate y. Right. 2x plus y plus 4x minus y should equals to 42. See here, plus y to minus y, we can cancel. Will remain with 6x. 6x equals 42. Divide both sides by 6. Therefore, x should be equals to 7. X should be equals to 7. Part 7, 3 marks. 3 marks. So how can we solve these simultaneous equations using the calc? We'll write it here. Solving simultaneous equations. Equations using calc. අපිට calc එකකින් එකපාර උත්තරය ගන්න පුළුවන්. But it is recommended to go through this procedure and get the answer, and to check, use the calc. What we need to do? First, again, we need to reset. Calc එකේ මොකක් හරි අලුතෙන් වැඩක් පටන් ගන්න කලින් reset කරගන්න. Now you know how to reset. I will write it again here. Shift mod 3 equal AC. Again, we need to solve an equation. Equation solve this time it is a simultaneous equation. So again, go to the EQN mod. Go to the EQN mod. Right. Keep on pressing mod button till you see EQN on the display. You can see it under number 1, so you need to press 1. You need to press 1. And then it is asking that how many unknowns are there? How many unknowns are there? මෙතන තියෙන මේ ගන්න unknowns දෙකයි. එකක් x අනිත් එක y. There are 2 unknowns. සමහර විට මේක තුනක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. x y z කියලා. Since here we have 2 unknowns, we need to press 2. Then we need to again enter data. Enter data. It is asking for a A1 value. What is A1 value? 1 means, right? 1 means equation 1. අතන ඔය 1 කියලා පෙන්නන්නේ equation 1. එහෙනම් equation 1 වල A value එක කීයද? That is 2. So you need to give 2 and press equal. Then the B1 value. What is the B1 value? Here, what is the value? That is 1. B1 value is 1. So you need to give 1 and then press equal. Then it is asking for a C1 value. What is that? That is 17. So you need to give 17 and press equal. Then it is asking for a A2 value. What is A2? 2 means second equation. Second equation එකේ A value එක කීයද? That is 4. So you need to give 4 and press equal. ඊට පස්සේ අපෙන් අහනවා B2 value එක. Equation 2 එකේ B value එක කීයද? Here this time it is what? It is -1. -1 and press equal. Then the C2 value, that is what? Equation 2 ekේ C value එක 25. Give 25 and press equal. Then you should get, on the display you can see x equals 7. Then to get the y value, again you need to press equal. Once you press equal sign again, you can see y equals 3. Right? Y equals 3. So here we have stopped from here. We need to get the value of y as well. So we have found x equals 7. We'll substitute it for the equation number 1. That means 2 into 7 plus y equals 17. Therefore, y should be equals to what? 3. Y should be equals to 3. Right, that is part 7. Right, now you know how to solve simultaneous equations and quadratic equations using the CAL as well. Part 8. Part 8. In an arithmetic progression, the 10th term is 125 and common difference is 10. Find the first term. Part 8. In an arithmetic progression, 10th term is 125. 10th term is 125. How can we find the T10 value? That is A plus n minus 1D. That means 9D. Tn equals A plus n minus 1D. So T10, therefore T10 should be equals to A plus 9D. 10 minus 1 9D. Right. 10th term value is given as 125. This should be equals to A plus 9 into common difference is also given. That is 10. That is 10. Therefore, A should be equals to what? Take this 90 to the other side. So 125 minus 90. It should be what? 125 minus 90. It should be 35. 35. මෙතන මේ simultaneous quadratic equations CAL එකෙන් solve කරලා ආයෙ මුලට එන්න මොකද? ආයෙ reset කරගන්න. Right. A equals 35. How many marks? 2 marks. 2 marks. So that is the end of question number 1. Right. It is the end of question number 1. Right. We'll move to the second question. Right. Question number 2. Part 1 is from permutations and combinations. Question number 2. Question number 2. Part 1. Suppose there are 5 males and 4 females in a department. We have to select 5 employees to form a team for a project. Right? How many males are there? There are 5 males and 4 females. 4 females. And we need to select 5 employees to form a team for a project. Find out the number of possible selections that we can make out of 5 employees. Part A, at least 4 males. Right. Part A. At least 4 males. At least 4 males should be there. අපි මේ මොකද කරන්න යන්නේ? පිරිමි අය 5 දෙනෙකුයි ගැහැණු අය 4 දෙනෙකුයි ඉන්නවා. මේ 9 දෙනෙක් ඉන්න තැන 5 දෙනෙක්ගේ ටීම් එකක් හදන්න යන්නේ. 5 දෙනෙක්ගේ ටීම් එකක්. පාර්ට් A වල කියනවා ඔය 5 දෙනාගෙන් අඩුම තරමේ පිරිමි අය 4 දෙනෙක් එන විදිහට හදන්න පුළුවන් විදි කීයක් තියෙනවද? Right? At least 4 males. What are the 2 options we are having? If we take it like at least 4 males, what are the options we are having? Option 1. What? Males and females. What is option number 1? At least 4 males. එහෙනම් අපිට පිරිමි අය 4 දෙනෙකුයි ගැහැණු අය එක්කෙනෙකුයි දාලා අර 5 දෙනාගේ ටීම් එක ෆෝම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. This is one option. Is it all? No. Right. The second option is what? 5 දෙනාම males ලා විතරක් දාලා අපිට ටීම් එක ෆෝම් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. 0 females. So these are the two options we are having. Yes, 5 males and no females. Right? So these are the two options we are having. Then how can we convert this into permutations and combinations? See here, in option number 1, what we are going to do? Out of 5 males, we are going to select 4. පස් දෙනෙක් ඉන්න තැනකින් මේල්ස්ලා 4 දෙනෙක් සිලෙක්ට් කරගන්න ඕන. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? 4C2. Right? 4C2 out of, sorry. Here, out of 5 males, we need to select 4. 5C4. 5C4. ඊට පස්සේ 4 males or 1 female. නැත්තම් මෙතන තියෙන්නේ 4 males and 1 female. මොකක්ද? අපි පාවිච්චි කරන term එක. and එකද o එකද? අපිට ඕන මොකද්ද? පිරිමය 4 දෙනෙක් සහ ගැහැණු අය 1 දෙනෙක්. සහ and කියන වචනේ අපි use කරන්නේ. If it is and, what is the operation we are using? Multiplication. Multiplication. Yes. And see here, 1 female out of how many? 4. Out of 4 females, we need to select. Select nisa tamai see them, yeah? If it is about arranging, we are putting what? Permutation, P. 4C1. එහෙනම් option 1 එකට ගියොත් විදි කීයක් තියෙනවද කියලා මෙතනින් අපිට උත්තරේ එනවා. If we went with option number 2, right? How many ways are there? There are 5 males. Out of them, we are going to select them all. 5C5. And there are 4 females. Out of them, we are not going to select anyone. 4C0. Right. If we take option number 1, how many ways are there? 20 ways. There are 20 ways. If we go with option number 2, how many ways are there? Only 1 way. But we need to find the total number of ways, right? Find out number of possible selections that we can make, right? Number of all possible selections that we can make. So what should be our final answer? අපිට පුළුවන් මොකද්ද? option 1 and option 2 කියන දෙකටම එකපාර යන්න බෑ. එක්ක option 1 වලට ගිහිල්ලා team එක හදන්න ඕන. එහෙම නැත්නම් option 2 එක select කරගන්න ඕන. Either we need to select option 1 or we need to select option 2. What is the term I have highlighted? Or. Either option 1 or option 2. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? We need to use addition, right? Therefore, the total number of ways should be what? 21 ways. 21 ways. 21 should be the final answer. Right. For part A, 3 marks. 3. If you got the final answer as 21, then you can give 3 marks, otherwise 0. මෙතන වැරදින්න පුළුවන් තැන මොකද්ද? අපිට ඔළුවට එන්නේ option 1 විතරයි. හැබැයි option 2 කියලා එකකුත් තියෙනවා. At least 4 males කිව්වොත් මොකද? අඩුම තරමේ පිරිමය 4 දෙනෙක් එන විදිහටවත්. අඩුම තරමේ 4ක් කියලා කියන්නේ 5ක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Part B. Part B. 2 males and 3 females. 2 males and 3 females. At least, at most, Katandra, then it is easy. No options, right? We have only one option here. 2 males and 3 females. How many males are there? 5. Out of these 5 males, we need to select 2. And multiplication. Out of the 4 females, we need to select 3. So how many ways are there? 5C2 into 4C3. That is 40. 40 ways are there. Right? If you got this correct, again you can give 3 marks. That is part 1. Part 2. Part 2. How many ways can you arrange 10 books on a bookshelf that has space for only 8 books? How many ways can you arrange? Padda vachane arrange. Pot 10ක් තියෙන තැනකින් right 8ක් arrange කරගන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද? Permutations the combinations the combinations, right? The answer should be what? That should be what? 10C8 or 10P8. 10ක් තියෙන තැනකින් 8ක් අපිට ඕන arrange කරගන්නද select කරගන්නද? We need to arrange, right? Arrange now, it is about permutations. Select now, that is about combination. Yes, 10P8. 10P8. What should be the answer? 10P8. 1,814,400. 1,814,400 ways are there. පොත් 10ක් තියෙන තරකින් පොත් 8ක් අපිට arrange කරගන්න විදි මෙන්න මෙච්චර ගාණක් තියෙනවා. Right? So if you got the same, you can give 4 marks. 4 marks. See, these are simple questions, right? But still it gives you 4 marks, right? Move to a new page. Question number 2, part 3. Part 3. The first year profit is 25,000 for a business. If the profit of next year equals to 1.2 times of profit of last year, find the following. Right? The first year profit is 25,000. First year profit is 25,000. And the next year profit, the next year equals to 1.2 times of profit of last year. In a second year ke profit එක කීයක් වෙන්නේ නැද්ද? 1.2 times of this. 1.2 times of this means 30,000. 30,000. What should be the profit in the third year? Again 1.2 times of the profit in the previous year. So it should be 36,000. 36,000, and it will go on like this. So there is a kind of a pattern. There is a kind of a pattern. So what is this? If there is a pattern in a given set of numbers, then that is what we call the progression. අපිට දෙන number set එකේ මොකක් හරි රටාවක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ රටාවක් තියෙන ඒ number set එකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ ශ්‍රේණියක් කියලා. progression එක. එතකොට we have discussed about on 2 progressions, 2 specific progression types, arithmetic and geometric. What is this progression? Is it an arithmetic progression or a geometric progression? Arithmetic, arithmetic there should be a common difference. 30,000 minus 25,000, it is 5,000, but here the difference is 6,000. So there is no any common difference. So this is not an arithmetic progression. Is it a geometric progression? Is it a geometric progression? Yes, it is a geometric progression. Why we can say this is a geometric progression? See, 30,000 over 25,000. What is the answer? It should be 1.2. And if we consider these 2 successive terms, And if we divide the term on the left by the term on the right, it means 36,000 divided by 30,000. Again, we are getting the answer as 1.2. So there is a common ratio. If there is a common ratio, then that is a geometric progression. පොදු අන්තරයක් නම් sorry, common ratio එකක් නම් තියෙන්නේ ඒක geometric progression එකක්. Right. So now we have identified that the given series of numbers, the given series is a geometric progression. ගුණෝත්තර ශ්‍රේණියක් කියලා හඳුනගෙන තියෙන්නේ. Right. Now what we need to do? Part A. Part A. Yes. Right. The profit expected in the 8th year. 8th year, it means we need to find T8. Right. What is the formula to find the nth term of an arithmetic progression? That is, yes, a into r to the power n minus 1. A into r to the power n minus 1. So here what it should be? 8th term should be equals to what? What is the value of a? So I will write it like this. A into r to the power 8 minus 1, that is 7. A into r to the power 7. What is a? A means the first term, value of the first term, that is 25,000 into r value is what? 1.2 to the power 7. Therefore, the 8th term should be what? 89,579.52. 89,579.52. So this is the profit expected in the 8th year. The profit expected in the 8th year. Right. So if you got this one correct, you can give 3 marks. You can give 3 marks. Part B. The total profit during first 4 years. The total profit during first 4 years. Right? Sum of first n terms. Sum of first n terms in a geometric progression. How can we find that? How can we find that? Sum of first n terms in a geometric progression. What is the formula? A into 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. A into 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. So here we need to get what? The sum of the total profit. Total profit during first 4 years. During first 4 years. So how it should be? A into 1 minus r to the power 4 divided by 1 minus r. What is the value of A? Value of the first term is 25,000. Right? 1 minus r value is 1.2 to the power 4 divided by 1 minus 1.2. What should be the value? It should be 134,200. 134,200. Yes, 134,200. So if you got the same, you can give 4 marks. Sorry, 3 marks. 3 marks. Right. Part C. The total profit during second 4 years. පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ 4 අපි කැල්කුලේට් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Right, the total profit during first 4 years we have already computed, that is 134,200. And in part C we have asked to calculate the total profit during second 4 years. During second 4 years, right? So how can we find that? The total profit during second 4 years. Second 4 years, see here, sum of sum of first n terms. පළවෙනි පද 4 එකතුව. එතකොට second 4 years කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? අවුරුදු කීයක්ද? අවුරුදු කීයකට පස්සේද? 8කට පස්සේ. Right? So we can get the sum of first 8 terms. අපිට අතරමැද අවුරුදු ගානක එකතු හොයන ෆෝමියුලා එකක් නැහැ. අපිට පුළුවන් අර මුල ඉඳන් යන total එක හොයන්න විතරයි. එතකොට second 4 years කිව්වොතින් මුල අවුරුදු 4යි ඊළඟ අවුරුදු 4යි ඔක්කොම අවුරුදු කීයද? 8යි. So sum of first 8 terms we can find. කොහොමද? Right? Sum of first 8 terms. Value of A is 25,000 into 1 minus r to the power 7. 1 minus r value is this to the power 7. A 7 gani? Sorry, not 7, 8. Right? To the power 8. පළවෙනි මේ විදියට යන සීරීස් එකේ පළවෙනි profits පළවෙනි අවුරුදු 8ේම profit එක තමයි මෙතනින් එන්නේ. Right? Divide by 1 minus 1.2. What you will get? What you will get? 1 minus 1.2 to the power 8 equals into 25,000 divided by within brackets 1 minus 1.2. You should get the answer as 412,477.12. Right? This is what you will get. But this is not the answer we needed. අපිට ඕන answer එක මේක නෙවෙයි. මේ තියෙන පළවෙනි අවුරුදු 8ේම profit වල එකතුව. හැබැයි අපිට ඕන මොකද්ද? දෙවෙනි අවුරුදු 4 profit වල එකතුව. That one easily we can say. Therefore, total profit during second 4 years should be equals to what? මෙන්න මුල් අවුරුදු 8ේම profit වල එකතුව මෙන්න මුල් අවුරුදු 4 එකතුව. එහෙනම් වෙනස මොකද්ද? දෙවෙනි අවුරුදු 4 එකතුව. 412,477.12 minus 134,200. So what should be the final answer? How many rupees? From this we need to deduct. So the answer should be 278,277.12. Total profit during the second 4 years. The answer should be 278,277.12 rupees. So if you got this correct, please give 4 marks. Right. Will not take a break, no? We'll do it. So early morning you had a long break, no? So that is the end of question number 2. It's the end of question number 2. We'll move to question number 3. Right. Question number 3, part 1. Question number 3, part 1. Let A be the set of even numbers less than 18. Let's write that. Let A be the set of even numbers less than 18. So what should be the elements? Set of even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Can we consider 18? No, less than 18. So we can't consider 18 here. So this is the set A. B, be the set of multiples of 3 less than 20. B should be what? Multiples of 3 less than 20. So it should be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Right. And the universal set be the natural numbers less than 20. Natural numbers less than 20. Universal set equals what it should be? Natural numbers, the positive integers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Less than 20. Less than 20 means, right, we are not going to consider 20 here. So these are the 3 sets. We need to find the following. Part A. Part A. N number of A intersection B. N A intersection B. අපි හොයන්න ඕන probability එකද නැත්නම් elements ගන්නද? So we need to find the probability or the number of elements. මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? Elements ගන්නද probability එකද? We need to find the number of elements. Here we have n. n නැතුව p තිබ්බනම් probability. But here we have n. It means we need to write the number of elements. Probability it should be in between 0 to 1. සම්භාවිතාවයක් කියන එක 0 to 1 අතර වගේක් වෙන්න ඕන. But here number of elements. It can take any value. A intersection B. A ට සහ B ට පොදුවේ අයිති elements කීයක් තියෙනවද? Elements common to A and B. What are the elements common to A and B? From this straight away we can take. I see 6 is common to A and B. What else? 12 is common to A and B. That's it, no? So there are how many elements? 2 elements. There are 2 elements common to A and B. There are 2 elements. N A intersection B should be equals to 2. If you got this one correct, please give 2 marks. Then part B. A complement. Complement of A or A dash. කීයක් තියෙනවද? A ට අයිති නැති. A ට අයිති නැති කියලා කියන්නේ if I take it here A dash. We have something like this name. This is A, this is B, and this is the universal set. Right? A dash means the area does not belongs to A. Area does not belongs to A. It means this region. Area does not belongs to A. Right? See here, in the universal set, how many elements are there? From 1 to 19. From 1 to 19. It means 19 elements are there. Sorry. Right? Here what? අපි මොකද්ද මෙතන ලියන්න ඕන? මෙතන ලියන්න ඕන elements ගානද probability එකද? ඒ දෙකම නෙවෙයි. මොකද්ද? අදාළ set එක. අදාළ කුලකය ලියන්න. The set of A dash. We need to have it here. Right. So we'll consider it with the universal set. If we take 1, can we see it in set A? No. So that is belonging to A dash area. 2, yes, that is in set A. 3, no. So that is belonging to A dash. 4, yes, we can see it here. 5 should belongs to A dash. 6 is there. 7, A dash. 8, A වල තියෙනවා. 9 කියන ඉලක්කම A වල නැහැ. එතකොට A dash. A කියන එකෙන් පිට. 10, yes, it is there. 11 belonging to A dash. 12 is there. 13, 14 is there. 15, 16 is there. 17, 18 and 19. So this is the A dash set. A dash set, complement of A. Right? If you got this one correct, then give 3 marks. මෙතන probability එකක්වත් number of elements ගානක්වත් ලියුවොත් වැරදි. You need to express the set. A dash, the set you need to provide. Part C. A dash intersection B dash. A dash intersection B dash. What should be this set? Here also we need to write the set. Number of elements ගානක්වත් probability ගානක්වත් නෙවෙයි. අපි set එක අහන්න. ඒ set එක ලියන්න ඕන. A ට අයිතිත් නැති B ට අයිතිත් නැති කොටස මොකක්ද? A ට අයිතිත් නැහැ B ට අයිතිත් නැහැ. What is that region? What should be that region? I have it here. This is set A and this is set B. A and B. Right? A dash කිව්වොතින් what is that region? A dash. Right? If it is A dash, it means this region. A dash. A ට අයිති නැති. B ට අයිති නැති කියලා කිව්වොතින් B ට අයිති නැති කියලා කිව්වොතින් මෙන්න මේ සම්පූර්ණ region එක. This is B dash. Right? Intersection කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Common to both of these two sets. The area common to both of these two sets means what? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? කොළ පාට තියෙන්නත් ඕන, රතු පාට ඉරිගිල තියෙන්නත් ඕන. සරලවම කිව්වොත් මොකද්ද? මේ රවුම් වලින් පිට. මේ රවුම් වලින් පිට. A dash intersection B dash. Right? එහෙමත් නැත්නම් තව විදියකට අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන්. A dash, set of A dash we have built here. We have right written here. Likewise, we can have the set of B dash. What it should be? Set of B dash. B ට අයිති නැති set එක කිව්වොත් මොනවද උතන්ට එන්නේ? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is there, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, yes, 19. This is the set of B dash. Now we have the set of A dash and also we have the set of B dash. Intersection means the sets or the elements common to both of these two. What are the elements common? What are the elements common to both these two sets, A dash and B dash? See here, 1 is common. What else? 5 is common. 7 is common. Right? 11 is common. 13 is common. 18, no. What is 14 is not there, 16. Yes, 17 is common. And 19 is also common. So what should be this set? A dash intersection B dash should be 1, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Right. This should be your final answer. If you got this one correct, for the previous one, please give 2 marks, and for this one, give 3 marks. 2, 2, and 3. That is part 1. Section number 3, part 1. Part 2. Part 2. Again, we need, it is regarding the set theory, Venn diagrams. A class of 100 students analyze the subjects they like. The subjects are accounting, economics, and business studies. 30 students like all 3 subjects, and some of these informations have given. But initially, we need to understand that there are 3 subjects: accounting, econ, and business studies. Part A, we need to draw a Venn diagram. We need to draw a Venn diagram. Accounting. What are 3 subjects? Econ and business studies. Econ and business studies. Accounting, econ, and business studies. Right. So the first one I will use for my workings, and the second, as the second one, I will present the final one. 3 sets: accounting, econ, and business studies. Right. Universal set is 100. Universal set. Right. There are 100 students. A class of 100 students analyze the subjects they like. The subjects are accounting, economics, and business studies. 30 students like all 3 subjects. 30 students like all these 3 subjects. 30 should be here. All 3 subjects. Subjects 30. 5 students don't like any of these subjects. 5 students don't like any of these subjects. 40 students like accounting and economics. See the words carefully. Accounting and economics kiwoting venai. Accounting and economics only kiwoting venai. Metanam kada kiyanne. Accounting and economics only කියන වචනේ පාවිච්චි කරලා නැහැ. 40 students like accounting and economics. Accounting and economics, what is the region? Accounting and economics, what is the region? Accounting and economics, that is this whole region. This whole region should represent, what is the value? That should be what? 40. 40. $40. 15 students like accounting and business studies only. See the difference? In the previous one, accounting and economics wali nevatila. Mithana මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? Accounting and business studies only. කීදෙනයිද? 15 students. Accounting and business studies only. What is the region they are talking about? They are referring about accounting and business studies only. Kiwothing on oya region එක විතරයි. Right? This is the region they are referring to. So what is that number? That is 50. Now මෙතන ඉන්නවා 15. Accounting and business studies only. 58 students like economics. Economics වලට කැමති 58ක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද? මෙන්න මේ සම්පූර්ණ රවුම ඇතුලේ කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්න ඕනද? 58 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. Right? 62 students like business studies and 66 students like accounting. Business studies වලට කැමති කීයක්ද? 62 students are there. Accounting වලට කැමති 66 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. Right. So we need to draw the Venn diagram. So shall we complete what are the possible areas? Yes, 40 accounting and economics. So here 30 means the remaining 10 should be here. Accounting altogether 66 students should be there. In these three parts, the total is what? 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 15, 55. So here it should be then what? 11. Right? ඔතනින් එහාට අපිට directly හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්ද? Therefore, we'll assume it as x here. Here it is x. If it is x here, what should be the value here? 30 plus 15, 45. 62 minus 45, that is 17. 17 minus x. Here, it should be what? 58 minus 40, 18. 18 minus x. 18 minus x. Right. So here we need to find the value of x. Right. To complete this Venn diagram, we need to find the value of x. How can we find that? We'll add each of these parts separately. It means 11, this one, plus 10, plus 30, plus 15, plus x, plus 17 minus x, plus 18 minus x should equals to what? 100 ද නෑ. මේ පහ නැතුව තමයි 100 නම් කීයද? 95. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් මේ පහත් එකතු කරලා 100යි කියලා දැම්මත් කමක් නෑ. Right? Okay, here plus x to minus x we can cancel. What is the total? 11 plus 10 plus 30 plus 15 plus 17 plus 18. The total is 101. 101 minus x equals 95. It means x should be equals to 6. So now we can complete this one. Here it is 30. Here it is 10, 11, 15. X value we have found 6. 17 minus 6, 11, 18 minus 6, 12. Part A done. Part B. How many students like economics and business studies but not accounting? Economics and business studies වලට කැමති ඒ වුණාට accounting වලට අකමැති කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? In other terms, how we can express this? Students who like economic and business studies only. Econ වලට සහ BS වලට විතරක් කැමති ළමයි කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? Econ and business studies only. What is the region? What is the region it is referring to? Econ and business studies only. Kiyak innawada? There are 6. Right? 6. 6 students are there. Part C. How many students like business studies only? How many students like business studies only? Business studies වලට විතරක් කැමති අය. ඒ කියන්නේ මොන region එකද? Business studies only කිව්වොත් ඔන්න ඔය region එක. කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? 11. 11 students. 11 students are there. Part D. How many students like only 2 subjects? Subjects දෙකකට විතරක් කැමති අය කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද? What is the region they are referring to? The students who like only 2 subjects. මේ මෙතන ඉන්නේ කවුද? Accounting and econ වලට විතරක් කැමති අය. මෙතන ඉන්නේ accounting and business studies වලට විතරක් කැමති අය. මෙතන ඉන්නේ econ and business studies වලට විතරක් කැමති අය. So what should be the total then? 10 plus 15 plus 6. 10 plus 15 plus 6. What it should be? 41. 41 students. So not 41. 31. No? 31 students. 31 students are there. Yes, 31. Right. If we have got this correct, 2 marks for this one, again 2 marks for this one, 2 marks, and if you have done this one correct, you altogether 13, 7 marks. Right, so that is the end of question number 3. That is the end of question number 3. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4. This is question number 3, part 2. Question number 4, part 1. If 20,000 rupees is borrowed for 6 months at an annual interest rate of 12%, find the total interest and the amount of the loan at the end of 6 months. If 20,000 is borrowed for 6 months at an annual interest rate of 12%, find the total interest and the amount of the loan. We need to find both total interest as well as the total loan amount at the end of the 6 months. Right. Total interest, how can we find that? How can we find that? Total interest, that is principal into interest rate into number of years. I equals P. Principal amount is what? 20,000. 20,000 into interest rate is given as 12%. N means number of years. What? Can we consider it as 6? No, 6 means what? Months. N කියලා කියන්නේ අවුරුදු ගාන. මෙතන තියෙන මොකක් කියලාද? මාස 6ක් කියලා. එහෙනම් කීයක් වෙන්න ඕනද? We cannot consider it as 6 here. It should be what? 6 over 12 or 0.5. Therefore, the total interest for the period should be what? 20,000 into 12% into 6 over 12. It should be 1,200. 1,200 rupees. And also we need to find the total amount as well. That is principal into, or else we can say principal amount plus total interest. So it should be what? 20,000 plus 1,200. It should be 21,200 rupees. Right. If you have found the total interest correctly, give 2 marks. And if you have found the total amount, give 2 marks. Part 2. If we invest 50,000 rupees at the rate of 10% per year, right? If we invest 50,000 rupees at the rate of 10% per year, compounded semi-annually, how much will we have at the beginning of the 5th year? Beginning of the 5th year. Api beginning එක නෙමෙයි deal කරන්නේ කවුරුත් එක්කද? End of the period values එක්ක. Beginning of the 5th year කියලා කියන්නේ end of the 4th year. End of the 4th year. The end of given year කියන එක තමයි අපිට ඕන. Right. Compound interest. Compound interest. We need to get the total amount at the end of the given period. Total amount at the end of the given period. A equals, since it is compound interest, what? Principal amount into 1 plus I the whole to the power n. Principal amount. He has invested 50,000 rupees. 50,000 is the principal amount. 50,000 into 1 plus I to the power n. 10% here. Since it is getting compounded more than one time a year, the adjustment of F is needed. Right? The adjustment of F is needed because it is getting compounded more than one time a year. අවුරුද්දකට එක වතාවකට වඩා compound වෙනවා. නැත්නම් එක වතාවකට වඩා interest එක calculate වෙනවා නම් අපි F ගේ adjustment එක අරන් ගන්න ඕන. It means I, or the interest rate, needs to be divided by F, and in the power value, N needs to be multiplied by F. Right. Here, 1 plus, what is the interest rate? That is 10%, 0.1. This needs to be divided by the F value. Here, what should be the F? F means how many times a year it is getting compounded, or the interest is getting compounded. Here, how many times a year? But it says semi-annually. හැම මාස 6කටම සැරයක් පොලිය compound කරනවා නම් අවුරුද්දකට කී වතාවක්ද? දෙවතාවක්. 2 times. So the value of F is 2. To the power n into F, beginning of the 5th year කිව්වොතින් ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? End of the 4th year. So here it should be what? End of the 4th year. Number of years 4. Value of F is 2. 4 into 2, 8. Total amount at the end of the given period should be 73,872.77. This should be the answer for part 2. If you got it correct, you can give 6 marks. For the moment, if you got this correct, give 6 marks, otherwise 0. In the exam, you will get marks for the steps, but here, just go with like that. Right. Part 3. The following table represent cash flows of two projects, Project X and Project Y. We need to calculate the NPV for each project when the rate of return is 15% and find which project is profitable. Right. Part 3. Part 3. Project X. Project X. How many years? 5 years. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cash flow discount factor at 15% and then the present value. Project X, and we need to compute it for the project Y as well. Project Y. Right, Project X. In year 0, there is a cash outlay of 150,000. Cash outflow of 150,000. Then 60,000, 45,000, 45,000 inflow. Third year, 40,000. Fourth year, 39,000. And in the fifth year, there is an inflow of 44,000. Project Y, initial cash outflow is 250,000. In the first year, there is an inflow of 103,000. Then 70,500. Year 3, 59,000. Year 4, 54,100. And year 5, 60,600. Discount factor at 1%. How can you take this discount factor? Discount factor equals what? 1 divided by 1 plus I to the power n. So here it is 15%, and if you need to find the discount factor for year 3, what it should be? 1 divided by 1.15 to the power 3. Likewise. So here, in year 0, always the discount factor at any given rate is 1. In year 1, how can you take it simply? I have told you the shortcut. At year 0, it is 1. Right? Here, in year 1, how can you take it? 1 divided by 1.15 equals 1 divided by 1.15 equals, you should get what? 0.8695. 0.8695. Then if you need to take the second year discount factor at this given rate, answer again you need to divide it by 1.15 and press equal. And here divide by 1.15 and press equal. Then you will get the discount factor as 0.7561. 7561. Then to take the rest of the years, you just simply needs to press the equal sign. Right? Press the equal sign, you will get the answers. For the third year, the discount factor is 0.6575. Fourth year, it should be 0.5717, and fifth year it should be 0.4971. Here also the discount factors are same. 8695, 0.7561, 0.6575, 0.5717, 0.4971. Right. Present values. Here it is 150,000. Then 60,000 into 0.8695. That is 52,170. 52,170. Then 45,000 into 0.7561. 34,024.5. 40,000 into 6575. 26,300. 39,000 into 5717. 22,296.3. Last one, 44,000 into 4971. 21,872.4. So what should be the total? What should be the total? Something minus, no? Minus 13,000. Is it plus 6,663.2? Yes, no? Yes. 6,663.2. 6,663.2. This is what then? This is the NPV value of project A. NPV value of project A. Find the NPV value of project X, not A, project X. Find the NPV of project Y as well. NPV of project Y. 6,662.7. Right here, 250,000, 103,000 into 0.8695, 89,558, 558.5, 70,500 into 0.7561, 53,305.05, 59,000 into 0.6575, it is 38,792.5, 54,100 into 0.5717, that is 30,928.97, and the last one into 0.4971, that is 30,124.26. So what should be the total here? NPV of project Y should be equals to what? Is it minus 7,290.72? Yes, no? Yes. Minus 7,290.72. Then PV value of project X and Y we have found. And we need to mention which project is profitable. Therefore, project Y is profitable as since there is a positive NPV value. Project Y is profitable because there is a, not project Y, project X is profitable because there is a positive NPV value, not project Y, yeah? Project X. Project X is profitable. Project X is profitable since there is a positive NPV value. In project Y, it is a negative one. So it is not worthwhile to undertake project Y. And here it is for 10 marks. And if you have mentioned specifically which project is profitable, then give 2 marks. If you have computed this one correct, give 4 marks. And for this one, give 4 marks. Allocation of marks. We'll quickly move to question number 5 as well. This is question number 4. Question number 5. Okay, part 1 from limits. Evaluate limits of the function x to the power 50 minus 1 divided by x to the power 25 minus 1 when x is approaching to 1. This is what we need to find. Right? If we substitute 1 instead of x, what we will get? 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. We will get the answer as 0 over 0. It means it is in indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. So then what we need to do? We need to use our knowledge on factorization, right, to simplify this. See here. Right. X to the power 50, we can express like this. Minus 1 squared. Right. Divide by x to the power 25 minus 1. 1 කිව්වත් එකයි 1 squared කිව්වත් එකයි අපිට answer එක වෙනස් වෙනවද? නැහැ. minus 1 කිව්වත් minus 1 තමයි minus 1 squared කිව්වත්, right? So minus, here we have expressed it as the difference between two squares. Now the difference between two squares, here, a squared minus b squared, how we can rewrite this? How we can factorize this one? A minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b. The same thing we can apply here. So here it should be what? X 25 minus 1 into x to the power 25 plus 1. මෙන්න මේ principle එක අපි පාවිච්චි කරේ. Difference between squares. උඩ තිබ්බෙත් කියලා numerator එක අපි හදාගත්තා වර්ග දෙකක අන්තරයක් විදියට. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට පුළුවන් මේ විදියට සාධක වෙන් කරන්න. That is what we have done here. Over x to the power 25 minus 1. Now see, this one to this one we can cancel and we will remain with what? X to the power 25 plus 1. Instead of x, we need to substitute 1. 1 to the power 25 plus 1 means what? The final answer should be 2. Final answer should be 2. And if you got the final answer as 2, give 4 marks. 4 marks. You should know this in order to solve this limit related question. You should know this, the difference between two squares. Using that knowledge, you can simplify. Part 2. We need to differentiate the following functions. Okay. A is given as y equals 6x to the power 4 minus 5x the whole squared. There are two approaches you can follow. One is that you can expand this and get it differentiated. Make expand කරලා differentiate කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම්, right, you can apply what? You can apply the chain rule. You can apply the chain rule to differentiate this one. So I will apply the chain rule. dy by dx equals to, මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? We need to multiply this one by the power value. Power value is 2. 2 into 6x to the power 4 minus 5x and what? Power එකෙන් වැඩි වෙනවා. Power එකෙන් එකක් අඩු වෙනවා. 2 minus 1 means 1. 1 නම් මෙතන අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ලියන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ලිව්වේ නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ power value එක කීය තමයිද? 1 තමයි. Apart from that, what we need to do? We need to multiply this by the differentiation of the terms inside. So we need to differentiate these two terms. 6x to the power 4 differentiate කරාම කීයද? That is 24x to the power 3 minus 5x differentiate karata passe, the answer should be minus 5. So this should be your answer. This should be your answer for part A. Part B, y equals 5x plus 3, 5x plus 3 into 7x squared plus 5 into 7x squared plus 5. What is the rule you need to apply here to find the differentiation? To find dy by dx, you need to use the product rule. The product rule. First, you need to differentiate the first group. 5x plus 3 differentiate karata passe komada? Constant එකක් differentiate කරාම 0, 5x differentiate කරාම 5. 5 into the second group as it is 7x squared plus 5. Then plus. Now what? We'll keep the first group as it is 5x plus 5. And this need to be multiplied by the differentiation of the second group. Here, 5 is a constant, simply we can ignore. Once we differentiated 7x squared, it should be 14x. 14x. Right? So further we can simplify this. Dy by dx equals here 5 into 7x squared, that is 35x squared. 5 into 5, that is 25. Here 14x into 5x, that is what? 70x squared. 70x squared. And 14x into 5, that is 70x plus 70x. So there are like terms, we can differentiate it further. 35 plus 70x squared, that is 105x squared plus 70x plus 25. So this should be your answer. Is it 5x minus 3? Ah, yes, it is 5x minus 3. No? Okay. So here it is 5x not plus 3, 5x minus 3. No issue here, but yes, here it is. It needs to be changed. 75 squared plus 25. This one not changed, but yes, here the sign should be changed. Yes, here it is not 5x plus 3, it is 5x minus 3. Yeah. 5x minus 3. I will start from the beginning. Is 5x minus 3. Okay. 35x squared plus 25 plus 70x squared minus 42x. So the final answer should be 105x squared minus 42x plus 25. Yes, I have made it correct. So this should be the final answer. Part 2, yes, 4 marks each. If you got this one correct, give 4 marks, and if you got this one correct, give 4 marks. Part 3. Part 3A. Integrate the following function. First one is normal integration. 2x squared minus 4x minus 3. We need to integrate this one. We need to find the integration of this, right? So how can we do that? Integrate කරද්දී මොකද කරන්නේ? Power එකට එකක් එකතු වෙනවා. Power plus 1 වලින් divide වෙනවා. So here it should be what? We need to add 1 to the power value. Here the power value is 2. If we add 1, it becomes 3. And divide by the new power value, that is 3. Second term here, the power value is 1. So we need to add another 1 here, 1 there. So then it becomes 2. Needs to be divided by the new power value, which is 2. And when we do the integration for a constant, that need to be multiplied by that constant need to be multiplied by the variable. Here it is x. So it becomes minus 3x. And the allocation for the constant plus c. So 4 to 2 we can cancel. So the final answer should be 2x to the power 3 over 3 minus, right, 2x squared minus 3x plus c. This should be the final answer. And if you got this one correct, yes, again 4 marks. See, you can easily score. To simplify these sort of sums, it doesn't take even 1 minute. We'll quickly do the rest of the stuff as well. Part B. Part B. There we have the finite integration. Upper value is 4, lower value is 3. Function given is 3x squared plus 12x minus 4. Right. First, we need to integrate the given terms. Once we integrate, how it should be? 3x to the power 3 over 3 plus 12x squared over 2 minus 4x. Upper value is 4, lower value is 3. Equals, so we can simplify, 3 to 3 can be cancelled. Therefore, it is x to the power 3 plus 12 to 2 can cancel, 6 will remain here. So it is 6x squared minus 4x. Upper value is 4, lower value is 3. And then we need to substitute what? First the upper value. Instead of x, we will substitute 4. 4 to the power 3 into 6 into 4 squared minus 4 into 4. From that, we need to deduct the answer we get by substituting the lower value. 6 into 3 squared minus 4 into 3. What we get after simplification? 4 to the power 3 plus 6 into 4 squared minus 4 into 4 means 60. Here we get 144 minus 27 plus 6 into 3 squared minus 12. 144 minus 69. Therefore, the finite integration value should be 75. The answer should be 75 for part B. You got it correct. I'll give 4 marks. That is the end of question number 5. That is the end of question number 5. We have few more minutes. We'll quickly do the question number 6 as well. Then we can finish it off. This is question number 5. Question number 6. And question number 6. In a certain production, price function is given. That is P equals 1000 minus 2Q. Price function is given. P is the price. And the cost function is given by 800 plus 10Q plus 3Q squared plus 3Q squared, where P is the price and Q is the production level. Okay, we need to find these stuff. Part 1. We need to find the marginal cost function. Marginal cost, how we can get that? That is the differentiation of the cost function, the total cost function, right? That is the differentiation of total cost function, dC by dQ. So how it should be? 800 is the constant, so we can ignore that. 10Q will become 10 plus 6Q. MC equals 10 plus 6Q. That should be the answer for part 1. Right. I'm quickly going through because we are running out of time. Part 2, marginal revenue function. Before finding marginal revenue, we need to derive the total revenue function. Come the total revenue gun. Quantity එක price එක වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන මොකෙන්ද? Quantity එක. So this need to be multiplied by the quantity. 1000 minus 2Q is the price, the demand function. This need to be multiplied by the quantity to get the total revenue. Therefore, total revenue should be 1000Q minus 2Q squared. Now we can find the marginal revenue by differentiating this. So it should become 1000 minus 4Q. 1000 minus 4Q. Marginal revenue. Part 3. Profit function. Profit function will denote it as P. Profit එක ගන්න කොහමද? Total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue minus cost function. Total cost function. Total revenue is 1000Q minus 2Q squared. From that, we need to deduct the cost function. Earlier one 93, the others, right? We check that. For question number 5, last one, part 3B, are you getting 93? Yes, no? Okay, we'll make it correct. No, 75 is correct, no? Right. I also think 75 is correct. Okay, okay. Right. Here, profit function, total revenue minus cost. Cost function is given as 800 plus 10Q plus 3Q squared. Let's remove this bracket, then it will be more clear. Minus 800 minus and plus become minus 10Q, again minus and plus become minus 3Q squared. Therefore, profit function should be what? 990Q 90Q minus 5Q squared minus 800. So this should be the profit function. 990Q minus 5Q squared minus 800 should be the profit function. Should be the answer for part 3. Part 4, break-even point is the point where our total revenue equals to total cost. Total revenue function is 1000Q minus 2Q squared. Total cost function is 800 plus 10Q plus 3Q squared. So it should be what? 5Q squared minus 990Q plus 800 equals 0. Therefore, what should be the value of Q? Using the cal, you can find this is a quadratic equation. Q should be equals to 197, right? 197 O. Q should be equals to, right, 0.81. 197 or 0.81. So we are getting two answers. So it should be equals to 1, or if we round it off, it should be number of units should be equals to, at break even, number of units should be equals to 1 or 197 units. Right? Round off 197 or 1. Part 5, maximum profit. Maximum profit means where our marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. I will take another 5 minutes. Marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. Marginal revenue 1000 minus 4Q equals to marginal cost 10 plus 6Q means 10Q equals 990. Divide both sides by 10. Therefore, Q should be equals to what? 99. අපි ඒකක හරියටම 99ක් හැදුවොත් අපිට පුළුවන් අපේ ලාභය උපරිම කරගන්න. Right? We can maximize our profits if we produce exactly 99 units. Last one. Calculate total profit when producing 20 units. Total profit function we have derived here. So we need to substitute 20 instead of Q. 990 into 20 minus 5 into 20 squared minus 800. Therefore, total profit should be equals to what? $17,000, right? 17,000 rupees. This should be the answer for part 6. If you got this one correct, give 3 marks. Here for this one again 3 marks. For this one 3 marks. Finding break even 4 marks. And profit maximization 4 marks. And for this one 3 marks. Right. So with that, we have done the 2019 past paper.